more can I say?
Top billing.
Yo, top billing. Man, you guys have been hitting me up like, Murf, you got to do a study on Jabril Cox. And, man, you know what it is, baby. I told you before, man, the market oversaturation and all this bullshit. Everybody want to talk about LSU and some of these teams that I talk about now because they see the popularity of this particular channel. I don't know. It's got me moving in a different direction, man. But I will oblige you and talk about Jabril Cox. He's somebody that I'm not unfamiliar with. Obviously, you saw I did the Bo Pelini stuff. And it's funny how 6 degrees of separation or whatever like that, Bo Pelini could have a chance to work with this kid if he does indeed go to Louisiana Speed University, right? So Louisiana Speed University, I think he fits in great with that, right? He is a weak side player through and through. I'm going to do what I would normally do on one of my Patreon sites here and do a little bit of hard scouting though, right? So this is not all flowers and roses because I see some stuff on film from this kid that gives me a little bit of concern. So you have to play him at a specific spot, and I think he can do very well, especially with the talent coming back at LSU, man. You guys don't even know, man. These dudes out here talking about LSU, they couldn't even tell you about guys like Tyler Shelvin and Siaki Ika and Kobe Stevens and all these cats coming back, man. But check this out, right? If this kid is able to play on the weak side of LSU's 4-3 defense, he's hell on wheels. Check it out. All right, we see my man right here, right? Press back, right? 4-3. He's a stack backer back here. Now, him in space. Now look at this. Pure zone defense. Him in space. Want this mesh concept. Able to read it. Read and react. He's like a missile, man. This kid has some crazy speed. 6'3", 220, 230 something pounds. Easy work. Same deal right here. He's usually aligned away from the tight end or the strength of the formation and into the heavy receiver part of the formation. So check him out right here, getting him into space, him playing in retreat, pretty good, playing in retreat, moving sideline to sideline. He's a damn blur, man, a damn blur, and he can attack with the best of them when he's uncovered. All right, trying an out route when he's in zone, not a chance. Exactly what he's made for. All right, here he is tethered to the line of scrimmage. Now, you'll see him squeeze down. I don't really like the angle that he took on this one, and it's something that's going to crop up here when we really get to the hard scouting part of it, right? Some of the angles that he takes, I'm a little poor, and then his I don't know how to say this, man. His ability to work off friction, his ability to work through trash and with contact is a little suspect, right? But squeezing down the line of scrimmage, I would like to see him right now. Do that, you know, the drill that you do if you play, right? You play linebacker like I have. They do the drill to where you have to go over the dummy and you feel your way, right, without looking, almost like a peripheral vision thing. But you jump over that guy, you stick that foot in the ground right now, then you shoot it up in this particular gap. Instead of doing that, he tries to skirt around, right? It's a 3rd and 2. He tries to skirt around and then get into the way that the quarterback is coming. And look, they give up a first down. He does make the tackle, though. But that could have been played a little bit better, in my opinion, right there. Squeeze down the line of scrimmage. Avoid the traffic. Sift through the sanitation. Stick your foot in the ground and try to meet him at the line of scrimmage right there. That would have been ideal, at least. All right, Jabril up here. Right, so playing kind of a green dog situation. Like if you got him, he's uncovered, your quarterback tries to detach from the pocket, yeah, good luck with that. He's just too speedy. He's a playmaker. That's what he is. He's a playmaker at the linebacker spot here. This kid right here, if he had another year of eligibility, he would be the one. If he's transferring, man, he's a hell of a defensive end. He stands out on film a lot to me. But nobody in. Quarterback tries to detach from the pocket. Not on Jabril's watch, right? Coming in, get down, right? Make him get down on the floor like a pimp. But check this out right here. I have to point this out, right? I'm not sure contact is his thing, right? He makes this play but doesn't really make the play. I don't think he actually touched the quarterback on this particular play. And we'll see that here moving forward, right? Contact is not his thing. He is a run and chase linebacker. I speak from experience as well, right? It's not that he's afraid of contact or whatever like that. It's just not your thing. Same thing with me, man. I love to make plays. Interception, sideline to sideline, making tackles or whatever like that. I came from the safety position playing linebacker, and I feel like he may have made a similar move at one particular point in time in his career. Playing linebacker, though, man, especially in the SEC and the LSU, it's about physicality. So they're going to have to keep this guy covered up, in my opinion. All right, here we go. Here's why he needs to be away from the strength of a defense. He cannot get off blocks. That's not his thing, at least from the stuff that I study, right? So I did a few games on him, and this is usually what we see from a block. Now, what is this? This is a little-ass receiver or something like that. I don't even think it's a tight end. A little-ass receiver blocking this man. You know what to do with this. You stack and you shed this man. You get two hands on the inside, throw him away, right? A piece of trash. Now look at him. I know that his instincts is going to try to take him to the ball, but you can see where the running back is leaning towards, right? So he's getting blocked. He's trying to come on the inside when his best bet would have been to take him, throw him away, meet the actual strength of the formation guy right here, and then pin this back to the inside instead of taking an inside move and allowing the running back to go outside. But he effectively takes himself out of the play, and he's being blocked by a little receiver or whatever. Maybe it's a tight end or whatever like that, but he's not a big guy by any stretch of the imagination. He's clearly bigger than him. All right. He's a very smart football player. He's able to read and diagnose very well. High FBI football intelligence. But sometimes I don't know if it's the wherewithal or the want to. Pretty much the want to. But look, check this out, right? Swing pass here. He's taking a poor angle. I don't know if you're able to see it from the backside here, but if I'm not sure. You know where the pass is going. You got to be able to look at the running back and play it from there. I don't know if he didn't want to tackle him, but look at this. Like, poor effort. Like, I don't understand that. You read it correctly, right? You know where that's coming. You explode into the ground, explode into that running back's chest, break up that pass. Nope. And look, he would have really broken it up already. Dude had to double catch it, right? So easy game for the running back here, but then he shows off what he's really good at, right? Athleticism and speed. He actually runs him down. So he's got the speed. He just has to be someone's weak side player. So that's why, to me, man, you can't look at stats. You really can. In certain positions, maybe you can do that, but not this one, right? Because there are certain things called impact tackles. You can rack up a bunch of tackles, but if they're way down the field or you're the last responder or this and that or whatever like that, like, is it really impactful? Like, what does it actually mean? And we've seen that before with linebackers throughout the course of history. So I don't know. This was a bad play. All right, here he is right here. Check him out. This particular team, I believe it's Southern Illinois, they had a pretty big physical quarterback, pretty much like some of the running backs you'll see. Imagine this guy having to go against Najee Harris and everything, right? He's going to have to bring his pads. Now, this is perfect, right? This is a one-on-one, man-up, 50-50 exchange situation. Look, doesn't necessarily bring his pads. Puts his head down, almost braces for impact. Now, look at him standing straight up. Not bending his knees, not driving. Got to get more physical. And if you see this actually doesn't work out that well for him, quarterback spins out of the tackle, then he's forced to re-engage and then go along for a ride. Here we go again. You can see it from another angle here. Break down in space. Get your head on the outside right now. Get your head on the outside. So, it's good physical exchange here. The quarterback initiates it. He kind of braces on for impact. Quarterback keeps his legs driving. My man's, I don't know what to tell you. The quarterback keeps going. Gets an extra couple of yards out of it. All right, here you go. He's playing on the weak side, but this is what you do to a player like this, right? But this is also, Bo Pelini had a guy by the name of Levante David at Nebraska, right? Weak side type backer, and I think he could do wonders with this guy. You just got to put him in positions to succeed. But you see, if you pull the strength towards him, force him to get off blocks. All right, here's a perfect opportunity for him to get on the outside of this block, force it back to the inside, but really stack and shed and then force his will. But what does he do? He just leans his shoulder into him. Look at this. 50-50 exchange situation. Ball carrier right there. He leans his shoulder into him and gets out physical. Get the quarterback to the outside. And he's whiffing that air. Now, obviously, when you go back and you haven't watched the entire scope of someone's season, you don't know. Maybe he could have been injured or whatever, but I got to go by what I see on film. And a lot of it has to do with him not being physical at all. All right, here we go again. Out in space, working from the weak side. It should be easier when you're working from the weak side. You don't necessarily have to work and take on situations, so you get to kind of get half a man. So what do we got here from them? Looks like pretty much a lead zone with the QB. I told you he's a big physical QB. Here's Jabril. Squeeze down the line of scrimmage. Now it's going to be, look, all the blocks set up perfectly for you to come weak side, clean up, and make a tackle. This is why these guys end up making 200 tackles from the weak side, because they're put in position to make the tackle. But look at this. Look like he didn't want no parts of it. All right? You can't turn down the funk. You cannot turn down the funk in the SEC, especially at Louisiana State University, where guys like Devin White and Deion Jones and Duke Riley and Jacob Phillips and Patrick Queen and all these linebackers that come before you don't turn down the funk. All right, here we go. This time they motioned over. Now he's to the strength of the formation, so he's going to have to work against some friction. We see him shooting a gap. Now look at him. He's turning his body, giving him half a man, trying to get there when he's losing contain. Right? He's the outermost player that's close to the line of scrimmage. He needs to shoot out and force everything back towards the traffic. He skirts around this block and takes himself out of the play. All right, we'll end on a positive note here. Uncovered. Able to work with nobody there, squeeze down, make the tackle, right? So there you see, to me, that's a hard scouting aspect of it. We know he's a speed demon. He can be a playmaker, playing on the weak side of LSU's defense. It would be dynamite, as J.J. Evans would say. But keep in mind here, this is Louisiana State University. There are players already on this roster, right? So even if they don't get this kid, to me, it's not that big of a deal, because I want to see guys like, right, you already got Damone Clark coming back. You have Micah Baskerville. These are people we've actually seen play some really good football, right? You got a guy like Jacoby Stevens there, right? I know they'll probably play him out of safety, but imagine him as your weak side linebacker. He's as fast, probably, if not faster than a Jabril Cox. If we're talking about sideline to sideline ability, if he played a linebacker spot. Devontae Lee is there. What you do gain is a guy who's played a lot of football. If you're able to get this guy, he's played a lot of football, albeit at a lower classification or lower level of football, but it's still a ton of football. He has really good intelligence, really good speed, and you have a really good defensive coach in Bo Pelini, who I think can get the most out of him. So if it happens, it's going to be the absolute truth. If it doesn't happen, more than enough people on LSU that I already want to see play as well. The Starks kid, a lot of these guys that played on the line of scrimmage in a 3-4 defense could move back off the ball. Your Andre Anthony type. So a lot of people there that can play in this LSU. They recruit like the Dickens. So let me know what you think about this kid, and let me know exactly where you would play him at, if you will. All right. Thank you for watching. This has been Hard Scouting with your boy, the Underground King, Murf Baldwin, and I am out. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top billing.